If you're learning AWS, let me ask you a simple question. Do you actually know if AWS is charging you right now? Not yesterday, not last month, but right this second. Because here's the truth. Most beginners find out the hard way. AWS doesn't wait for you to be ready. If something is running, AWS is billing it. In this video, I'll show you exactly how to check if AWS is charging you, where to look, and what most beginners miss. No jargon, no panic, just clarity. First, let's clear something up. AWS charges you based on usage, not intention. AWS doesn't care if you're just learning, if you forgot you left something on, or if you aren't actively using the service. If a resource exists and it's billable, AWS is charging for it. So the goal isn't guessing, the goal is checking. Let's start with step 1. Open the AWS billing dashboard. This is the first place you should always look. From the AWS console, click on your account name in the top right, then go to Billing and Cost Management. This dashboard shows you your current estimated charges, what services are costing you money, and whether your bill is growing. If you see numbers greater than 0, even small ones, AWS is charging you. Step 2 is to check the bills section for a service-by-service breakdown. Inside the billing dashboard, click on Bills. This is where AWS gets really honest. You'll see EC2 charges, S3 charges, data transfer fees, and anything else that's active. This view answers the key question: which service is actually charging me? Beginners often stop at the total bill, but you need to drill down to the service level. Next, and this is very important, look at Cost Explorer. If it's not enabled, turn it on. It's free. Cost Explorer shows you your daily spending, your service usage over time, and any unexpected spikes. This helps you figure out when AWS started charging you, what changed, and what's growing silently in the background. This is how you catch problems early. Now that the billing dashboard tells you what is charging you, it's time to check your resources to find out why. First, go to EC2 and check your instances. If an instance is running, it's costing you money. Even stopped instances might still be charging you for storage. While you're in the EC2 console, check your EBS volumes. If you see any volumes marked as available, it means they aren't attached to an instance, and you are paying for storage you're not using. Also, check for elastic IPs. If an elastic IP isn't attached to a running instance, AWS charges you for it. And don't forget about load balancers and NAT gateways. If you created one for a tutorial and forgot about it, AWS is billing you hourly. NAT gateways are especially expensive and often forgotten. If one exists, it's almost certainly charging you. Another one that surprises many beginners is CloudWatch logs. They grow quietly in the background. Go to CloudWatch, then Log Groups, and check your retention settings. If your logs are set to never expire, your storage costs can really add up over time. So, how do you protect yourself? This is the most important step. Set a billing alarm. This isn't optional. It's basic AWS hygiene. Go to Billing, then Budgets, and create a simple budget. Set a small amount, like $5 or $10, and enable email alerts. Now, AWS will warn you before things get out of hand. Do this once, and it can save you a huge headache. The most common beginner mistake is checking AWS once, assuming everything is fine, and then never checking again. AWS is dynamic. Resources you created yesterday can still be charging you today. Checking your AWS billing should be a regular habit, not a panic reaction. Here's a simple routine that works. Check your billing dashboard weekly. Check your running resources after every lab or tutorial. Delete what you don't need immediately, and set up those billing alerts. This simple routine prevents most surprise AWS bills. The final takeaway is this: AWS isn't sneaky, it's just very literal. If something exists and is billable, AWS charges for it. Once you know where to check, AWS billing stops being scary and starts being predictable. If this video helped you understand how to check your AWS charges, please like the video. If you're learning AWS and want simple, honest explanations without the stress, subscribe to the channel. And tell me in the comments, what AWS service has surprised you with charges before? Thanks for watching.